Hi, this is the fourth video for Week 1, Topic 8, Quadratic Equations. This is the fourth of 6 videos for Topic 8 and covers solving quadratic equations with answers in SOAD form. These videos are intended to help you with the basis in arithmetic and algebra that you'll need for future topics in this course. We recommend that you watch this video with your pen and paper and pause at the relevant times to try the examples for yourself. Solving quadratic equations by formulas with answers in SOAD form. A SOAD is an expression involving a square root. So what we're talking about here, if we have the square root of 4, we know we can change that to 2. But square root of 3, we can't simplify any further, so we leave it like that. So looking at work example 1.8.6, we want to solve x squared plus 4x plus 2 is equal to 0. So here our a is equal to 1, b is equal to 4, c is equal to 2. We enter this into our quadratic equation. And here we get minus 4 plus or minus the square root of 8. So square root of 8 we can't simplify at this point. Here, so we leave it in this form. We leave it in SOAD form here. So solving the following questions. We put our formula top x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. A is 1, b is 1, and c is minus 1. So here we've got minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times 1 on 2 times 1. So minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 plus 4 on 2 minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 on 2. So we leave it in this SOAD form here. Here we've got a is 1, b is negative 2, c is negative 1. X is equal to 2 plus or minus the square root of minus 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 1 or 2 times 1. So we have 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 plus 4 on 2, 2 plus or minus the square root of 8 on 2. Here for number 3, a is 1, b is negative 10, and c is negative 9 by the time we minus 9 from both sides. So x is equal to plus 10 plus or minus the square root of 10 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 9 on 2 times 1. So we have 10 plus or minus 100 plus 36 on 2. 10 plus or minus the square root of 136 on 2. And so on. B is 6, C is equal to 1. X is equal to minus 6 plus or minus the square root 6 squared minus 4 times 2 times 1. So here we've got minus 6 plus or minus 36 minus 8 on 4. Gives us minus 6 plus or minus the square root of 28 on 4. Continuing through, we're just going to remember to rearrange this, so we need to add 1 and add 1, and we get 0 here. So a is 4, b is negative 1, and c is positive 1. So x is equal to 1 plus or minus 1 squared minus 4 times 4 times 1. Here we're going to find something different. Here we're on 2 times 4. So here we've got 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 minus 16 on 8. And so now we're thinking of something slightly differently. Here we've got the square root of negative 15. And we can't actually do this. This is an irration. It doesn't exist because anything times itself becomes a positive. So we can't have a square root of a negative number. So this one has no solution.